Welcome back, viewers. You join me for what is quite simply an action camera extravaganza, because strapped to the front of me is not one but two GoPro Hero action cameras. Now, my 6 loyal subscribers are aware that for the last couple of years I've been using the GoPro Hero 9, which is a cracking little camera. It produces really good footage, really well stabilized. But just last week, GoPro released their all new, heavily updated GoPro Hero 11. And of course, because I'm a bit of a dummy, I raced straight out and bought it. So the question is, have I wasted my money? Was I sucked in by all the advertising hype? Or are the features worth the upgrade? Well, I've brought you to what I'm starting to refer to as the anti-flare factory to test both cameras. Well, I'm going to cut straight to the chase. The footage you just watched and the footage you're watching now is recorded on the Hero 9 in Super View. But when I get to the bottom of the trail, I'm going to replay this run with footage captured on the Hero 11 in Hyperview. Now, if you don't know what Hyperview is basically Super View if you've given it some red cordial. It's the same thing, but bigger. And as everyone knows, more is more. Downhill is better than cross country, Zebs are better than pikes, and catching monkeypox is better than being in the VIP 60. Because at least the people who caught monkeypox got to ride something. But when I get to the bottom of the trail, I'm going to replay this run with footage captured on the Hero 11 in Hyperview. Now, if you don't know what Hyperview is basically Super View if you've given it some red cordial. It's the same thing, but bigger. And as everyone knows, more is more. Downhill is better than cross country, Zebs are better than pikes, and catching monkeypox is better than being in the VIP 60. Because at least the people who caught monkeypox got to ride something. Oh. I'm going to be completely honest, this camera has a heap of other features, but for my purpose, the only thing I really care about is this Hyperview. Quite simply, Hyperview is tremendous. However, if you are on vacation with a family, if you're sitting next to the pool in Fiji, Hyperview is not for you. In order to achieve the much wider angle, it quite significantly bends the footage. As a consequence, Hyperview should be used sparingly. There is a time and a place for Hyperview, and that time and place is right here, right now, when the camera is strapped to your chest and you are whizzing past trees. Simply because if you look at the footage side by side, it feels faster. Obviously, these two sequences of footage were filmed at the same time. But disagree if you must, but I think the footage from the 11 seems so much more dramatic and so much more ragged. And that can only be a good thing. Now, just quickly, I want to discuss the two really big ticket items according to GoPro, which in my opinion have virtually no application for this form of mountain bike videography. First of all, GoPro are filming with a square sensor and producing footage in 7x8, which is pretty much a square. Now, according to GoPro, the advantage of this is you can crop the footage into, if you're making a YouTube video, into landscape, or if TikTok is more your thing, you can do it in portrait mode. But the more I look at it, the more it looks like an audition tape for the first episode of Friends from 1991. Which, if you're born in 2004, probably doesn't make a lot of sense to you. The other feature that GoPro are making a lot of noise about is linear horizon lock, which, as the name suggests, locks the horizon no matter what you do with the camera. You can end up upside down, but the footage will remain flat. The problem is, it films in linear, which, if you're on a trampoline with a selfie stick doing backflips, is no problem. But, as you can see in this footage, if you're wearing it on your chest, the footage is quite simply too heavily cropped. Now, I'm not saying this feature is completely useless. What I am saying is you have to use your imagination a little bit. Start strapping the camera to parts of your body that you probably hadn't done it before. So final thoughts, is it worth the upgrade? Well, if you have a Hero 5, then absolutely, go out this afternoon and buy this new camera. It is so much better. But what if you're like me and you have a Hero 9 or a 10? Is it that much better? Well, obviously, all of the features are slightly improved. Better frame rates, better stabilization, a couple of other things. But there's nothing wrong with a 9. As you've seen from my other footage, the 9 is a really good little camera. So have I wasted my money? No. Do I regret my purchase? No. Hyperview makes the whole thing worthwhile. While the 9 does all of those technical things almost as well, it can't do hyperview. And this manic footage is worth its weight in gold. So, hopefully that's been a little bit enlightening. If you can see the value in hyperview, go get the camera. Oh, one more thing. No matter what camera you get, you've got to give it this little dead cat wind muff setup. They have wind suppression built into them, but it's useless. This will make your footage tremendous.